Everyone, and very welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware a risk in the future trading. Trading is not easy; it's a bit hard. So please be aware of it. All our videos are for educational purposes only. And if you want to follow some of our signal, please follow us on a sim. We're not responsible for your trade. We normally start around we start around 10 o'clock Eastern time, but because of the FOMC today, so we are a bit early around now 9:39. Hopefully, we can get some of the signals and. Um, and we will be covering some of the automated to trade. We have a lot of automated to trade we need to cover today, and we will take one piece at a time. So official time is 10 o'clock, and we will start at 10 o'clock. Thank you. For for the ones has joined us today, and you are new, we have so many different automated system. But we mainly use one system is the entry signal here at the market analyzer. And if you keep your eye on the first column here, the first column here, this is where you get the new signals. And then we gives you the direction, buy entry or sell entry, the entry price and the target. As an example, the NASDAQ, we have a signal buy entry, 7777, target 7791. This is the auto trade. The CL is sell entry at 5788 and the target 5739. So right now the market analyzer is based on 1 minute, and we have 165 ticks into the profit based on 1 minute and one contract on the market analyzer. But on the auto trades we use two lots. On the market analyzer is only one lot. So as an example here, the CL, it is one contract, and we are here on two contracts with the CL, so that will adds up 460, 900. So this is exactly this is an ATM, but you can use a fully automated to trade. Today we have some confusion by one trader. Thought the projection in new automated to trade has something to do with the market analyzer, and that freaked me out. This is the new auto trade we have released has no connection with the market analyzer and the price action. It is a totally projection and a total fib automated to trade. So it was a little confusion with a couple of traders because they were looking at it. We have sent the templates and we have added the entry signal, so they thought it was something to do with the entry signal. The entry signal is one system, and the fib lines are totally different systems. So there is no confusion there. As we see here on the CL, we have hit right to the target. The target is 57.38, and we hit the target, and now it is a profit taking. The advantage on the between the trader with the trend and the projection, and when we are taking the trade down and we are done, we hit the target, then there is another auto trade is taking the fib line and go. the opposite direction with it. So it is not, the fib lines are not taking the trade with the same direction as your signal is taking the opposite direction. And that got me sad to, for people think that the projection goes with the trend. So uh, it is not. It is, in a way, you have to look at it to keep it simple. It is a reversal in a way. So on the black one here, it is a reversal trade after we hit the target. And now, very soon, the auto trade, we will be taking a reversal trade on the, or sometimes it can go with the opposite direction, can give an early trade and then the signal, and then you will have much more ticks in those trades. So anyway, we will be covering those. We will be covering the scalpers, and we will be covering also the swing trading, scalping, signal entry, all those. I mean, there is a big variety of auto trades, but it does not mean you have to trade each one of them. For every person have a different knowledge, different experience, different size account, and you cannot put them all in one place. So it depends from one trader to another how much you know, how much you are well trained, how much you know about the market, and the main thing is how much money you have. Can you afford to swing trade? Can you afford to do scalping? What is your knowledge in the market? You know, so all those it is have a huge impact on which direction you want to go. You cannot, if you are on a $5,000 account, you cannot just start taking the DAX and the CL, and you got to stay with your limits on the 5,000. So this is something that every trader, from one trader to another, is all depends on your account, how much you are willing to risk, how much knowledge you know about the market. If you have zero knowledge, then you have to start from zero. It's irrelevant whether you have $100,000 account or you have a $10,000 account or a $2,000 account. When you are when you have limited knowledge in this market, this is the Russell, and when you have a limited knowledge in the market, then you need to start with one or two contracts max until you get your both of feet on the ground, especially if you are a new, just, a baby trader, couple of 3 years, new on Ninja Trader or whatever. That does not mean the system is going to carry you. Also, you need to understand when and how to start auto trade, or I mean, you're not going to be swing trading overnight. I have a guy doing this, and you cannot over swing trading overnight. You need to scalp overnight. So you need to put the right tools in the right moments. So this is uh, what I found. Like, now we have a new signal on the gold. What I have found, despite all the other systems we have, now we are building a scanner for this market analyzer, which should be out sometimes this month, where you don't need any more charts. But this one here, once you comprehend that market analyzer, it is you can automate it, ATM, full automated, or manual trading. At the same time, this one here is keeping you out of the chop market. So as of today, it is an FOMC day. There is an extreme lot of news, as you see here. They have a lot of news all the way 10:10, all the way to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So we are expecting uh, a nasty movement in the market. Let's put it politely. And so on a day like this, we need to approach the market a bit carefully, and we have to be pushing the brakes, not to be aggressive, patient. And it is not you or me decide when we take a trade. It is when the market allowed us or given a small door open for us to take a trade. You cannot just say, okay, I will sit behind my chair 24/7 and just yank this market day and night. You cannot do that. There is a certain time in where you need to stay away, and there is a certain time you need to be aggressive, and a certain time you need to be totally flat and being on the side. And there is nothing wrong with that. As an example, today in FOMC, the only time you need to start taking a trade, it is when we are has to be on a much higher standard before we allow to take a trade. On an FOMC day, if you are turning any kind of auto trade, your risk is extremely high for that day because it's an FOMC. Despite, with all the respect to any auto trade you have, whether it's from us or somebody else, is irrelevant. On a day like this, when you turn on your auto trade, it is an extreme high risk. If this market moving, you're gonna be making tons of money, and if this market is gonna dive into chop market, you're gonna be losing a great deal of money, and there is nothing you can do. And the only one you're gonna be blamed is yourself because you have ignored the FOMC signal for today. Once you see the FOMC, you do not mess with the market, and you just sit on the side cautiously and trying to wait till the proper moment to take a trade. So if you want to go dive into the FOMC with an auto trade before it's out of the way, then that means you are the one is looking for trouble with respect to whether this auto trade is coming from us or any of other company. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. They're all the same. Some auto trades that perform better than the other, without a doubt, but you don't play with a fire and when it don't need to. This is one of the things is a lot of traders they're brushing it off. You cannot cheat your way around the market. You either have the knowledge or you don't. If you do not have the knowledge, then you need to learn, and you cannot cheat the system and you think you can get away with it. You can get away with it for a day or two, but then you're gonna get stuck. So we say it the way it is. This is not a promotion video. I'm not gonna sit down here and show you only green. We need to be a little bit more realistic about trading. There is enough promotion out there with a commercial, and they're all totally forgot to show you bad days. They only show the good days. So enough with that. We will be start at 10 o'clock, and we have an FOMC at 10:10, and then we will watch this market closely, trying to see if we can enter this market somehow, somewhere today. Don't expect too much from the automated trade because of the FOMC today, and this is a very common knowledge. Sadly, the new traders don't understand those. Okay, guys, in 10 minutes, we will be start covering what's going on in the market. And what is nice about this market analyzer, you can always find a trade. You can always find a new signal, and you can automate it, take your feeling away from it. You can manage it and let the automated trade take in it. Or if you want to go on a full blooded, full automated, not touching it, you still can do that. But what is nice about it, the option is when there is a new signal, I can evaluate the market. Like today, there is an FOMC. If I don't like it, I maybe want to skip it. And auto trade is not going to skip it. It's going to go ahead and take that trade. It could be good or it could be bad. So this is where a very fine line between a human and machine. But when we combine machine with a human, then you have a silver bullet in the trading. Let the machine do the algorithm. Let the machine do the math for you. Let the machine do the calculation. But at the end of the day, it is your decision. There is one of the things is sometimes the market goes all the way down, and then you start having feeling that it is over. There is no indicator is going to show you you have a bad feeling about this market is about over going down. How are you going to translate that to an indicator? So if your system working and you say, you know what, I think this market is enough with the short side, then immediately you can direct that auto trade to take long only or short only if you want to. Or if you want to, you can flatten out everything and sit on the side and let the other auto trade take in the opposite direction if you want to. So, as an example, if we are having a CL as a trader with the trend, beautiful trade, made money, everything is okay. So maybe I have a feeling it's not going to go anywhere farther than the 57.37 target, then that's very fine. We can do that. We can close it, and then we can activate the auto trade to take the opposite direction. And when everything it is one and one is two and two and two is four, when everything is lining up, we can have the other auto trade, the fib auto trade, go ahead and take the trade the opposite direction. So we can always distance ourselves or our motion from the trading, but we can direct those auto trades to take a trades, and and then we can, even on the way back, on the way up, we can activate a different auto trade, and we'll let them take the opposite direction, so I don't have to think about it. All what I need to do, manage it. And this is what it is enjoyable to manage an auto trade. It is very nice to keep your eye on it and make sure that uh, the system doing the calculation for you. Okay, guys, we start in a few minutes. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, we have 1 more minute for the FOMC. 10:10. I'm sorry, 9 minutes, and we. Here is what I'm saying, guys. We on this new system we have this market going with the trend on the CL, and it's very good. What we have released, and it is the once we get to the bottom up on this market here on the CL, we have the other auto trade is making the calculation to go the opposite direction. You know, once everything it is set, and now we monitor which that auto trade has took those trades almost from the decision point. That's not it, but we took the market all the way down, and there is an early prediction when this market is going to change direction, the auto trade is going to activate the trade. So I'm going to keep my eye on it and show you. Right now we are closing the CL. Very good. We are closing the CL. It is, if it's over, it's over. If it's not, but we already have the other one is monitoring the market. So if you're happy with your situation, you can close that auto trade on the CL, close that position, and then this one here is start taking over to go the opposite direction. It is extremely smart, even if you are putting it on the sim and you are live trading on the you are live trading on one system. You can use the second system on a sim, and this one is gonna. We have some people cannot find us, so okay. So we still have one trade, and this system here is gonna start doing the calculation and taking out the trade the opposite direction. I'm sorry, I this is this is an example on the Russell, and we had a short position on the Russell, and now the Russell start picking up the other direction. So this is really smart to uh, to uh, uh, get an early prediction, stand using your feeling or a couple indicators. Let the system do the calculation, and let me send this link to this guy. Oh, thank you, Ben. One of my customers said it was a new signal on the YM sell position, 69. And you sure it was on a YM? Okay, I don't know. Maybe it was a late one. I don't know. Okay, thank you, Vito. This one of the customers caught it right. Is using the system, one system, and I don't know if you can get it bigger, 1,500 on the Nasdaq, and then I cannot see the rest, but he caught it right away, and so you can do like what one of our customers did. He's using the signal on one direction, and he's using also high time frame. Okay, that's very fine, whatever he wants. And then he is taking the opposite direction. As you see, he have an early entry, and it's an extreme. It's an extremely good. You can get the benefits of uh, taking this market both of direction, or get the signal on both of direction without using your feeling. This is really important. The entry, if you are emotionally cannot handle, you let the system handle your entry, and then you can manage your trade. Okay, there we go. Look, this is a very good example, folks. We closed the CL. We closed the CL, and it was a very nice trade on the CL. And now the CL picked up the other direction on the CL, and we did not make the money on the way down. We are now making money on the opposite direction. So we are staying on the trade. So the two trades we closed to the downside, and now the CL has taken the entry and took off with it. And this is it is aggravation for every new trader because you want to swallow it all in one day. And it is aggravation. And there is nothing comes easy in the trading, folks. It's not something you run to the kitchen window, look at the sky, and the dollar is going to fall out. A trading is an art, actually. You either see it or you don't see it. You get it or you don't get it. And that is not a sales talk. This is honest talk. You either accept the fact or you don't. So by me distant myself from the trade and let the auto trade take, and then I can manage my trade. So right now when I'm taking the opposite direction, and now if we are the CL is going to turn from sell to buy, I'm already on that trade, and then I can use the system here to also you always distract me, sir. So this is how we need to look at the market, and we will keep our eye on those. And the things is the most important things is to make our trade a bit pleasant and not be nervous. And that's why we strongly recommend to be on a sim as long as needed. Uh, that's okay. Be patient. Like in this month, July is a horrible month. It is summer. Everybody is on a holiday. It is time to go and today I have a guy trying to load a template on the chart from the indicator panel, and there is no chart template on in the indicators. You have to look. I mean, he still don't know where can load the chart template, and Ninja Trader provide very good education before you want to whack the market and become a profitable. Uh, if you are a little bit feel you are missing something with Ninja, you can always go to their website and get um, a little bit more. There is a new signal on the YM buy at 6703, target 763. They provide superb videos, and you can watch the videos how to load a template, how to import, how to I mean, those basics, if you dismiss it, you don't know how the basic work, how you're gonna trade actually. So if you think you're still missing something with Ninja Trader, go ahead and watch their video, trying to understand how to load a template, try to understand what is fibs, try to understand what is an automated, how to activate an automated trade, and then little patient here and there, then you will get it. But it is not something you're gonna be, overnight. There is nothing with a trade and overnight. You always be learning a day in and a day out, learning, constantly learning. So this is. Are you talking about the black one, Virgilio? This guy took 7 trades live. Look, his live trade. 1,730, and he's going down with all of them. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. If you're talking about the black one, Virgilio, is the new auto trade, the projection auto trade. If we are on the same page, tell me what instruments you're looking for. As you see right now, the CL is coming to a hard area here. 57.74 is going to follow by 57.79. We still do not have a long signal trade. Yes, Virgilio, this is the one we have installed for you, the latest one. You find it under the zone. We even helped your friend Donna on it yesterday. You have it, Virgilio. Look under the strategy. I installed it myself to you. So once we cross the 57.74 on the CL, we're going to have a problem on 57.78. And there we go. We are already in that trade on the CL, going the opposite direction. To get it clear to our traders, we have put the entry signal on that chart, but the entry signal here is just for your information, because we have confusion by one trader this morning. He thought the projection has something to do with the market. It has nothing to do with that. It's the opposite direction. It's a total different strategy. Has nothing. Sometimes you do something and then you regret it. I added on the chart template the signal entry, so trader can understand when the market goes the opposite direction and taking a trade, you have the trailing stop, it is a floor in fibs. So I was thinking from the technical side, but this guy was looking at this one here, and he thought it is the signal is taking the trade from the projection, and it's not. It's totally two different systems. And now I have learned not to add more information on the chart, so that will not be uh, uh, misunderstood. Also, it makes it different when somebody is following on a daily basis. I mean, we are every day from 10 to 12. Some people cannot for many reasons. They live in a different country, they have a work. We respect that. But whoever follow us every day from 10 to 12, even on Monday for private webinars, 1 week, 2 weeks, and then you get the idea how you need to handle the software. But when you disappear for a week or two, or you don't stay updated, you're gonna get lost. Not just in any system, you're gonna get lost with the market as well. You no longer know what is working, what is not working in the market today. Russell, a new signal, sell 57.6, target 15.53. And it is right there in front of you. And the automated system take the Russell, as you see, from the signal, from the market analyzer, and now we just call that trade for you. This is another things on the on this the new system is not have released to the public. It's only to members. If you notice here, you have the institutional targets, which those they hit every day before 12 o'clock. So right now, the first target is in line with our target. The second target is right there, 51, and the third target is right there. So this is a really, really, really. There we go. Look at this. Now the CL has entered a new signal on the CL by 5781 level. Okay. But you know what? We are already have a head start, you know? So this is a really comfort to know that the CL has taken that trade in here, but we are already in that trade. So this one here, I can exit from it very soon and then get that auto trade ready to go the opposite direction. You know, so uh, we have given so much information or so much solution for a trader not to use his motion and let the math do the calculation and let him do the management. And trust me, guys, when you are in control with this market, it is the most enjoyable things you'll ever do. When you don't know what you are doing, you're gonna get stressed in this market, and the market is in control. But when you are in control with the market, you set where you need to take the trades. If I'm not in that trade on the CR right now, I'm out. I don't have any trades right now. I will put a limited order at 57.82. Okay. And I will wait because this is the proper entry. This is the calculation entry. This is the math entry. This is the proper level I need to take that trade. Now, however, if this market go in the opposite direction on a pullback, I can dismiss that trade so I will not lose money with that. I can say I will go ahead and close it at 10 ticks or 15 ticks, and then I can go back and put the same place buy-in entry. Because you're not going to find a better place to put a buy-in entry than we can put a limited entry buy at the same level again and stay away from this pile of mud here that is going to be really risky once this market diving in into those area. So what I need is there's a clean area here at the 5782 limited order buy, and this is it. So this is the advantage you're going to be taking advantage of it. And guys, uh, again, you don't have to trade everything, every system we have. You just calculate what you like. If you want to trade with the trend, stay trading with the trend on a buy entry. Nobody is forcing you to go on a projection, reversals, scalping, pull back, re-entry. I don't want to get into this mess. Then go ahead and stay straightforward, trading with the signal and get it over with. If you feel like you are a more advanced trader, then you can enjoy both of side uh, all the time in the morning until 12 o'clock, and you should be done. As an example, right now, the CL is going to that direction. It scares me. I cannot afford any more losses on that trade. You can go ahead and close that trade. You can close it. And then what we can do, we can say buy right there at this market. And then, or if you wanted to have two, you can have two. And then you can use your own ATM and you can go ahead and you say, you know what? When this market going up, I'm gonna go ahead and take that trade. And now I put my trade. Now I'm taking advantage of it. If this market gonna go farther down, we're gonna generate a new sell signal. I will go ahead and jump on the new sell signal. If this market rejected from the 57.71 and now it decided to go up, you know what? I'm waiting on that trade and I can take that trade. You can put it exactly one tick above the entry price and it just wait. Once this market come in, and if this market decided to take that trade, then I will be coming to and be picked up on the way up. So this way, we do not give uh, money away, a lot of money to the when we have a bad trade, but we always stay consistent on taking the trade with the right direction. Is always nice. So right now the CL is going back and forth, which it is the problem at 57.71. I have here the opposite direction. Maybe I wanted to be on a free ride with it, and you know what, and I will take it a plus one tick. So this one here is not costing me any money. It is a plus one tick. Either I'm going to be knocked out of it or not. So uh, if this market gonna go farther down, that auto trade is gonna pick up a better place to take that trade. And if this market decided to turn around, I'm waiting on it to come into my level and taking that trade. And I'm staying away from the chop market. Staying away from the chop market. This is the most important, to stay away from the chop market. This is here a very nasty area on the CL, and that can go either or either direction. So I don't want to take those chances. I'm betting on the CL to be support line 57.71, and then I'm expecting this market to go up again. And this is exactly what we are expecting from that market. So those here, maybe it sounds confusion, but there is no confusion in there. After a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks training on those, there is no way you can make a mistake with those. There is no way. You start getting comfortable with your trade, and you start getting the idea and getting confidence and comfortable, because mainly right now there is a lot of traders don't have confidence, and they have been whacked in the market heavily, and now they are really nervous. When some of you are nervous to take a trade because they keep making the same mistake, uh, you, you should not be nervous. Maybe you are using a wrong system, or maybe you need more training. I don't know. Everyone is different, or maybe you didn't have enough money to jump on the CL when you have $1,000 in your account. I don't know, but uh, I strongly advise you to take time. Take 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, and try to understand the habit in the market, and then go live. You will be much more comfortable to just trying to squeeze a trade and you don't know what you're doing, and then it's going to be regrettable. Again, guys, in this business, if you don't put the time in this trading and learn, it will never pay off for you. No matter what you use, it will never pay off if you're not willing to invest a little time in the market. As you see here, the ES is on a double projection. We have a 74 level, which if we break the 74.25, the next target is 29.78. But we will take one piece at a time. Uh, this is an early entry on the projection, and the signal, entry signal, it is the same story, and we are already have hit the target. If you look at the market analyzer, we already hit the target on the ES, and as you see, we hit the target one as well. So uh, maybe there is not much left in here. I will keep investigating, and I've been really busy, so can uh, as you see right now, the CL got us filled. Look at this volatility. Start going back again and getting. So let's see what will happen on this one here. What else we have? We have the. I mean, it is a bit choppy. We're not gonna. There is no question about that. It's an FOMC. It's 10.25, and the market is gonna take us left and right. So we'll see what happens. the ES is about to break those level. If we are breaking those level, this means on the entry signal, the next one is going to be the target 2975, and then the final destination, it could be today, the 78 level, and we are done for today on the ES. So keep our just somewhere around that area here, 78 level. We should be done for 12 o'clock round. So we'll keep our eye on those and see what else we can do. Let's look at the YM, where we are on the YM. Also, it is a flat on the YM. So there is not much we can do. Absolutely, Ben. The market is synchronized. Yes, sir. Absolutely. And that's why you can see it was a very hard uh, projection on 74 and 73.50. And now the ES is fixing to break this area. So now we are looking at the next level is around 78.50. So we will see. The CL, however, there is a very hard area at 57.90. And I'm really concerned about the 57.90 on the CL. Keep your eye on the CL. This is an extreme area on the 91 level, 57.91 level. So you need to keep your eye on this one here. Once we break those area here, we have a good potential for a nicer breakout to the target. The target is extremely high today. It's 58.16 on the target is not a fixed base. The target, it is based on the market movement for today. So it could be today the CL is a target from 57.82 all the way to 58.16. It could be tomorrow is only 15 ticks. It depends on that market movement. So every time we have an entry or a signal, it is going to be on a different calculation and a different ticks. When the market is very flat, you will find out the targets are very small. So if we look again, Ben, if you notice, we had an early entry on the CL with this new automated projection auto trade you got. And I can see on the CL, look at this, there is a lot of hard area here at 57.80, um, 57.88. Look at this, it's an extreme powerful resistance here, and there is a lot of them right there. They are very thick, and I don't know if it's going to break it or not. It's going to require a lot of buyers. As you see, start blinking here because there is a lot of buyer here. But one of the things, Ben, what you can do, I am aware of the problem on the CL is 57.88. But you know what, Ben? I nailed $400 on the opposite direction on the reverse the market, and then it is maybe a good time to close that auto trade and get it armed again if you want to. So in case if this market fell, then this auto trade will go ahead and take the opposite direction when everything it is in line. So I don't have to think about it when it is in line. I will have the auto trade telling me when is in line and taking a trade, and you can put it on a sim, Ben, both of them if you want to, and you can take your manual trade, or if you want to, you can use one of them on an auto trade and take the other one on a sim. So that will guide you. The next auto trade will guide you. One of the things is, Ben, when we have an early trade on the CL, and then after a few minutes, 5-10 minutes, we had a new entry signal on the CL. This is really comfort when you are in a trade, and now we have a new signal from the market analyzer is telling you buy on the CL, but you are already in the buying on the CL. So this is a more comfort for you that there we go. This is your lucky day on that trade. You're gonna nail your 400, your 500, your 800, your $1,000 on that trade, or it could be just one tick. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it makes one tick or 100 ticks. What it matter is to understand what's going on in the market, because then everything follow in places. The priority for me is to understand how things work before I start taking for a fly. I need to understand how everything work. How is this market before I decide want to fly or stay on the ground? So as you see, if we are crossing the 5792 Ben, this is a very nice breakout all the way to the 5808. And I guarantee you one thing: I will be exiting this, you know, and get it armed again, or close those position and get this auto trade ready to take a reversal once this trend is over. You nailed 520 on that direction, and now we have going on both of direction. But this one here is gonna give me an early prediction where I'm gonna be a re-enter reversal. And the same time, we can use that to exit this trade when this one here is gonna fire short. You know what? As long as the the trade is going with our direction, I don't want to close that trade, and I don't want to use an auto dummy trail stop to be close to the market. I want to widen the trailing stop, and I'm gonna be giving it room for that trade to go back and forth. Now, here is the risk. I know where is the problem on the CL, and there is a good potential this market is going to drop again to the entry point, and then I'm going to be kissing those $200 goodbye. Okay? So, this is something you need to understand, but I need to give this trade a little space for the noises in the market pull back and go forward and pull back. You have, if you want to swing trade, you need to give a little room to the swing trading, and let it go back and forth. However, um, okay, we have the CL based on the ES on the entry signal. Now we have a 25 ticks. The ES, now look, both of direction going. I know what is my limitation on this one here on the CL. I will be closing it at 78 level, and I want to get it ready for a short position again. So how to do that? There is two option you can do on this one here. You can override the auto trade, or you can put a sell position right in there and then arm the auto trade again if you want to. It's up to you what you want to do, but this is a really um, and if you have one account and a sub account, let's say if you have $5,000 and your name is Mike, you can talk to your broker. I do have a sub account. I don't know if they still do this, Ninja Trader, or not. I have a three sub accounts. You can contact Ninja Trader. I don't know if they still have it, or they ask you to open a new account, but you can split your account to instead of having one lot or one account with 5,000, you can split it to Mike A and Mike B. Then you will have 2,500 on one account and 2,500 on the different account, and then you know what, you can enjoy both of them. Maybe I will go ahead and activate the micro account on the projection, and then trade them with the trend ES. I don't know, whatever you can afford, your risk, whatever you can afford for a risk. But this is something where you can play both of them at the same time, and you can use fully automated. And if you want to, you can use a different automated trade we have. So I don't know. It's up to you. Now on the Let me see. Absolutely, Vido. They have to ask the broker. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be quiet for a few seconds. Thank you. let's look at the Nasdaq. What the Nasdaq is doing right now. The Nasdaq. This is the re-entry point on the Nasdaq is right there. I mean, this is one trade. If we look at the Nasdaq from the market analyzer, it is the entry 7777, and the target is 7819. We have hit the target, and now we are coming to extreme area here. I'm not sure about that area here. We hit the target 3 on that. I think, I don't know, we'll see. But what you see on the market analyzer on a base one contract, 930, 930, 945, 900. So this is, um, there we go. We're about to cross this. This is amazing market today. That's why I like that system for traders. We have a lot of auto trade, normal conventional auto trades. But what I like about this one here is a more uh, despite volatility, we always can find something to trade. Despite summer, winter, Christmas, we can always find a gap where we can go in, and that's what is separate from the other auto trade. And I like that we are able to um, find an entry somehow doing a rough timing like today in FOMC, so we can always find things to do. And maybe it's not going to be full a day trading, but at least we can get away with one or two trades a day. So this is what is nice about uh, step up your trading in a way where you say, you know what, this is where as we told you guys, we are expecting 78.50 for today before 12 o'clock. On this one here, you have a target 1, target 2. But for you guys, you don't need to worry about target 3 when you are trading from 9 to 12. Once we hit the target 2 is over. The target 2 is 78. It's landing right there, 78. So it is over for the ES. It is. I'm not expecting too much, anything above the 78, 75. And this is where the probably you have maximized your profit on this ES direction. Let me see, where is the CL? There is a lot of buyers, and it seems like it's about to break that area on the CL. And I lost my chart. I don't know, where's my chart? Oh, here it is. So we are about to break that area. You see how hard it is, this area here? Once we break it, we have the 5802 and then 5816. We'll see. This is it for the ES, guys. You see where it hit the target, 78. If you got those new templates, this is a profit taking. Very simple. Now we are going a little bit back, but this is a profit taking right there, 78. And estimating it's not going to be anything over 78, 75. So You might miss a couple ticks here and there, but the beauty about it is maximize your profit on one trade and call it off. So you don't have to go into the market again. And there we go. We are about to hit that number here, 78, 75. What else you need is finished. Okay, thank you, sir. We have a Russell, new signal buy 61. Guys, I apologize because it is extremely hard to be live with covering 20 different charts and things. So please keep your eye on the first column here. You will find the signal, direction, entry price, target. So I cannot, sometimes I don't see it. If it wasn't one of my traders told me to be careful with the 30-year Treasury bond and the Russell. So the CL is going banana, is finished, the CL, and it seems like fell to break this area here, the 57.92, and there is something here. It seems like we are going the opposite direction. If we get a new signal on the CL, I'll keep my eye for it. And the ES is finished, and the Nasdaq is finished. So the Nasdaq this is finished on the Nasdaq. If we look at the Nasdaq, it is a very hard point at 2650. So the pullback is going on the Nasdaq all the way to the 1625. It's not short yet on the Nasdaq, folks. It's not short on the Nasdaq. It's a pullback to the 1625. Watch this market. Those are the ones we were talking about, and I promise I'm gonna put them. Once we hit the target 2, and we have showed you that that's what we are expecting till 12 o'clock, and that's exactly what happened. And after the target 2, it is profit taking. This is the profit 1 and 2 and 3 is separated system than the entry price and the trailing stop. It is a total separate system, calculation, everything. It is another system added to that chart. It has nothing to do with the entry signal, trailing stops, and target. So this one here is a profit taking. Now we are going, this is the normal habit of those 3 levels, and especially when you are trading from 9 to 12, and now most of you guys have it. Once you hit target 2, the market is going back to target 1, and from target 1 is going to go back to climb to target 2. Watch it right in front of you. I'm telling you what is going to happen right now. Very, very rare those pattern, which I don't trade pattern or nothing like that. Every day is a different day. But most of the time, what you will see, once you hit except on a Friday, those targets on the first couple hours from the trade-in, they should be achieved targets. But once you hit the target 2, it is a profit taken, and actually is going back to the 75.25, and it is a re-entry point. There is no reversal in there, not unless if this market decide to break the 75.25. On the Nasdaq is exactly where we were expecting for that market to be rejecting, and now we are going to the entry price. The entry price is going to be somewhere between 7.817 and 1650. So I'm giving plus minus a couple ticks. So either the re-entry point is going to be 1650 or 17. It's right on the at that bar, 1650 or 17 level. So this is the beginning of an end for a Nasdaq trend, and Even on the ES, we are finished, we are done, we have achieved the target. Now, what we see sometimes some noises, couple bars here and there, and those you have no control over. But if we look at the CL, ES, NASDAQ, and Dow Jones, we have actually the YM, we have not achieved anything in the YM. There is a new signal on the Euro British pound. I'm not interested in that, but if you have a forex trader, there is a new signal on the Euro British pounds. On the YM, there is not much movement today, but um, the ES, look at this, sitting right at the target, and we're not expecting anything above the 78.50 today. Is finished. So we know when it's finished. Now it is 10:55. It's fine, fair enough. Achieve target. There is nothing we can do, and this one here is finished. It's finished trading. You know, ES profit taken on the target too, coming back to the 75. Guys, it might sound hard, but it's not hard because you're not creating anything. You're just following the chart. So it is not hard, really. It is learning your fibs, learning your entry, and understand when it says target two, that means there is a profit taken. Everything has been plotted on the chart. You don't need to create or generate or make a decision on any trade. This is the most important. You don't have to make a decision to enter a market. Let the auto trade enter the market for you. And if you wanted to fuzzle with it, you can. And if you don't want to, you just turn on the fully automated trade and get it over with. I strongly recommend to fuzzle with the charts, enjoy the trend and stop loss, and you can say, you know what, I'm taking that one trade here or two trades there. This way, look at where we expected the Nasdaq to pull back re-entry. So let's keep our eye. However, if this Nasdaq broke that area, that means the trend is over. So this is a pullback re-entry, and it is already on the chart. You don't have to do any calculation or any homework before you come in. It's already calculated. Put it on the chart for you. On the only thing it is, you need to make a decision. Look at this, folks. We have given you where is the entry, and look exactly where the market is kicking back from. Is exactly where we have expected. And if this market break that area, now we know the trend is over. I mean, we have confirmed that market trend is over. So if we look at the Nasdaq, everything we say, folks, it is 100% transparent. You can go back on the video, is recorded, and you can see we told you exactly where this pullback re-entry comes in on the Nasdaq. We might gonna fail one time, two times, but 8 out of 10 we nail it. 8 out of 10. There is nothing 100% in the trading industry. But look at this. It came in exactly where we are expecting, and now it could fly again, or it could give you 10 takes, could give you 5 takes, can give you 20 takes. Welcome to trading. I have no idea anything. What I'm expecting this market is there is nothing from above 2450. So on the re-entry here, I'm expecting it to go back and retest in the 2450. That's it. On the ES, we told you it is, again, you can go back to the video, guys. This is how good we are. And we told you this is on the target too. It's going to be profit taken, and it's coming on the pullback re-entry at 75.25, and mark my word for it. So there we go. We have on the CL, we have right now on the CL, we have a new signal coming out on the CL. For the CL traders, you can get ready. Vito is happy with the 3K. Okay, we all can be happy with the 3Ks. So this one here, we are about to go short on the CL. Just wait. Exactly, Jim. It is. We had. So get ready, guys. We are about to have a new signal on the CL. And you see where is the ES stop, guys? Right there. The beauty about the future trading, not what happened, what is going to happen. You know, so we need to know what is going to happen, and this is what is called future trading, not what happened in the past. If we notice right now, this one here, now we have a sell entry on the CL, sell entry on the CL, and we have sell entry on a 57.50, target 57.19. And as you see, this one here already entered the market, and now we are watching on the ES because those are extremely critical area right now on the ES and Nasdaq. If this Nasdaq can break in those area, this is a problem. The party is over. So if you have not entered the CL, I put it for you, is 57.50. Limited order, sell 57.50. Look at this, guys. The Nasdaq came in exactly to where we said is going to be a re-entry. And after the ES hit the target, came in, pulled back to the target one as we expected, you know. And now it's going to go back retesting those numbers. This is a normal behavior between the target one and target two. So every time you see that, expect a profit taking, pull back to target one. Now, there is always some days it's not going to work, you know, but 8 out of 10, this is working, you know. So if it's 8 out of 10, I'm all for it. Okay. So as you see right now, the ES is going back to retest the 75.25. This is a really critical moment on the ES, and also the Nasdaq. If we break that area, this is a really critical moment. So this is this poor guy with a retailer guy. He don't understand the rules, not rules. I mean, this is a harsh word because the market don't care about your rules and my rules. But if the guy don't understand the trick and the future trading, or he don't have the proper tools, by now the ATR momentum, all those black box indicator is pointing the market down, which is not down. It is a pullback re-entry, and this is where you'll find 70-80% of those traders, retailers, they don't make money. The reason is they're following the market, they're not predicting the market. This is the problem. I've been screaming for the last 10 years in the public that how you are trading the future and your indicator based on the past, not on the future, and why you would think you're gonna pull anything out of it. So this is a really, really critical area. If your system is not predicting, it's just following, and this is a big, big mistake by future trader. They don't understand the how dangerous it is by putting on your chart an indicator following the market. You know, you don't understand how dangerous it is, and especially on top of that, you will find to see that guy is using Renko bar and trying to catch a trend with a Renko bar. Okay, so he's not even happy being a blind in the market. He just want to be double blind and using a Renko bar. This is it. It's finished. And on the CL trade, it seems like we are. If this double resistance is not gonna hold, we need to close that trade. If this double resistance hold, that means this market is going down. There is no different direction. We already covered the gold, and if you go back, Gary, we have called the trade gold, and when the new signal came in, and we told everyone about the gold. So you see where is the ES stopped at the target too? Look, look. This is exactly what we told you on the pattern. When it comes into target one, goes back to target two, and then go back to target one, and go back and test in target two. That's exactly what the ES did. That's exactly how we called it half an hour before it happened. And now what we need to do uh, is going above the target. So if they are gonna try to hit the target three, which I doubt it, before 12 o'clock, because target three is not supposed to be for 12 o'clock target. But we will see how the things is working on this one here. So for an example, when you are taking those pullback re-entry and it is plotted on the chart like you see on the NASDAQ, I don't know if when you are taking those trades, they are already on your chart. You only have to put a limited order. Sometimes you're going to get the 10 ticks. Sometimes you will get 5 ticks. Sometimes you get 20 ticks. Like today, you got much more to it. If anybody listened and took the pullback re-entry, they are a very happy customers on this one. So it depends on how you want to play the market, and how you brilliant. Thank you, sir. No problem, Gary. No problem, sir. For this uh, auto trade, we have sent it out to you, and you can see we're still on those trade. And you can take advantage of the trailing stop. Those are the floor fibs. We can use the trailing stop, floor fibs right there. So on the Russell, if we look at the Russell, we have a buy, and this one here took the opposite direction on the Russell and is already in the trade. We're about to have a short signal on the Russell very soon, but we already nailed it. I love it. You either get it or you don't get it. I love it. Can you see, Gary, this noises between target one and target two? We hit target one, pull back to target one, and now testing here. And I don't know. This is uh, not too good, Ben. No, I mean, on the 3 minutes, the normal automated to trade now because this market trended. But look, when we had the chop market today on the swing trading, it got beat on the first round, and right now we have the Nasdaq. And but again, Ben, this is what I was covering. Those are just a normal, uh, conventional automated to trade. And if the market moving, you're gonna make money. The market don't move, it's not. And this is what's supposed to do. And those actually, when the markets move, they can do 10 times better than you and I because they never miss a trade. But what I'm trying to cover those here, that system here, and that system here. Now we have two success system where we can combine those system even around the Christmas, summer, winter, chop market day, FOMC day, we can always find a direction to take a trade and stay out of that chop market. This is a really, really, uh, for the guy who wanted to change the jobs, wanted to change career, you're looking at it. For the guy just amateur trading, trying to have fun, then go buy yourself just a normal automated trade. If it makes money, it makes, and if it don't, it don't. But this is the way it has to be done, combining the math, the automated, and the human knowledge in conjunction with the human knowledge. I don't want you to be trader. I just want you to follow what you see on the chart. That's it. It's not a crowded chart. It is based on fib lines, and moving fibs, and we do the calculation for the high time frame targets. So this is a very friendly use, and it's not complicated. And you are not making a decision. This is what it is. You're not making a decision. The system is making a decision. Then you can start enjoying trading. This is the only way to this market, guys. There is no other direction. There is no easy out. There is no easy out of trading. And if you notice, guys, you see we're still at the target two, and look at your watch, 11:13. Okay, very rare from Monday to Thursday to see any market going from 2 to 3 before 12 o'clock. Very rare. And as you see, the market today is went to target two, profit taking, went back to target one, and now target two. And what you see is noises above that. And if they're gonna yank it all the way up to the 982, oh boy, there is nothing left this afternoon. Then that's mean they're done for today, and we'll see. This is exactly, I don't remember the number exactly, but I thought we said somewhere around 78.50, something like this, and the market is finished, and this is what we expect in 78.50, and we said that from 9:35 morning, and the market took us exactly to where we are expecting those numbers. There is nothing left. We knew And now all this noise is one tick or one bar above plus minus. This is irrelevant, you know. But we started this morning and we said 78.50, and it was 78.50. The market delivered. So there is nothing wrong with the market. There is something wrong with us, but there is nothing wrong with this market. This is it. 80 on the ES, 80 level. You can close both of trade on 80.25, or you can close one and leave one as a runner if you want to, but it is over. Gary, you've been trading for 30 years. Let me show you something, Gary. Keep your eye on your clock. It's 11:30, isn't it? 11:21. And keep your eye on target 3 and those, and you will see that will close it right before 12 o'clock. So from 11:30 to 12, to all those should be gone. Keep your eye on this, and I'll show you. Ben, you cannot say Nasdaq is good or ES is a different animal, or they're all different animals. But we have to recognize, Ben, one thing. As an example, today the YM was not given that much. The YM is south. If you look at the market analyzer, the YM is not responding with the market. Okay. Now, I don't have this luxury time to sit down and investigate why, but the YM is not, and it's not willing to give you anything on the YM. Again, guys, I don't like to hear from a trader saying, I only trade the NASDAQ or I only trade YM or ES, because sometimes you're going to have some days you are forced to not trade the NASDAQ. You are forced to trade the CL. And some days you're going to have time where you're going to say, you know what, um, today the YM is running. So as a trader, it cannot be a specialist in one instrument. It's much better to have two instruments or three max and mastermind those. And especially ES, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, those they synchronize with each other somehow. We have explained that many times. And and that's it, guys. Nothing we can do from our side, and to make it easier than that, really. And I don't know. No, Gary, what I was saying, um, Gary, you were you went to get coffee. It's 11:25, Gary, and we have predicted where this market coming until 12 o'clock. And as you see, there is not much going on anymore, and it is um, um, as I told you, those target 1 and 2 and this market is about to be done 12 o'clock as expected, and it is over. There is nothing we can do from our side here, and I'm very impressed. I mean, guys, it was very hard for me a year ago when I came in online to control ES, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, and all this. But now, after 1 year, I got more comfortable, and now we are covering two ES on two different strategy, two YM, two Nasdaq, and I'm on top of it. Before I was lost between all those charts and talking and chatting. So now I start getting comfortable, and I start know how to organize things and look at the chat, but everybody talking to me, and when I dismiss everyone, so I can keep my eye on the market. So what I'm saying, Gary, now it is 11:26. Those target 1 and 2 is always hit before 12 o'clock, always. Target 3, you have nothing to do with it. Very rare you will hit the target 3 before 12 o'clock. It is for the afternoon session. But as you see right now, when we started, Gary, and I know you have 30 years on your back, this one here will hit before 12 o'clock, and there is nothing left. So for that poor guy, it is just conventional auto trading. I mean, yeah, that's okay. You can auto trade like this, but I cannot say if you wanted to quit your job one day and become a success trader. This is not enough in the market, because this kind of auto trading, if the market moving, you make money. If the market not moving, you're not gonna be making money. You're gonna be losing money, because you whatever that auto trade is gonna give you, you have to accept. Especially around August, Christmas, summer holidays, winter holidays, when the kids are out of the school. Whatever you get out of those kind of auto trades is very fine. You will win some and you will lose some, like anything else. But what I'm saying is, with that kind of trading here, you are in control with the market. The market is not in control with you. And this, you are at the mercy of the market. If the market moving, you're gonna out trade every trader out there, because this one here is not gonna miss a trade. Period. It's gonna nail every trade moving left and right. But let's say on today, FOMC day, summer, July, nasty, no volume, no movement in the market, a lot of it chop in the market. This is where most of the traders lose money. It is not a brilliant idea to auto trade those kind of auto trades. This, it is always you can find a trade to take, doing your session from 9 to 12 and not getting in trouble, And as you see, Gary, as expected, the numbers we have called this morning, it is right in line. And now it is 11:29. And look where we have our target, 80.50. And we missed by a few ticks. That's very fine. Nothing we can do. And this is it. But it is over. By 12 o'clock, we should be out, and it is over. You know, that's it. I wish, Jim. Now, before 12 o'clock is 80-50. We got 80-25. And now the second one, you can leave it right there in case if it's any spike before 12 o'clock. But the 80-50, it will be done before 12 o'clock, hopefully, and then we're done. If you look at a market analyzer with the Forex, as you see, I mean, I only know euro dollar. I never mess with the others. My territory is US dollar. That's it. But for the Forex trader, Jim, I know sometimes you deal with Forex. Actually, the Forex have more chopped market today than the future. I don't want to sit down and analyze the Forex, but as you see, the Forex, there is more chop than the future. So well, I'm so glad I'm not trading Forex, today. The instability overseas is causing a lot with the CL and the Forex. So I don't know. Now it's 11:33, Gary. So we've been fighting on one point. We've been fighting on one point with the ES. Look at this. We went all the way up to 79.50 and we have an 80.50 target. That's what we were expecting. For the scalping, it was actually in trouble this morning, and now the scalping start kicking in, but it was in a lot of red earlier today, and now they start kick in again. So we're gonna stay till 12 o'clock, and hopefully we close in the Nasdaq. Nasdaq are closed, and we're about to have a new signal on the Nasdaq. We're about to have a new signal on the Nasdaq, and the ES also is coming to new. We are closing the ES, and we are closing everything. It is 11:35, but we're gonna extend it to 12 o'clock today. Hopefully, we can get those guys a new signal, an entry signal. So, but as we said, everything has to be closed. It's over. Everything has to be flattened. Again, on the ES, we have on the Nasdaq. Apologize. We have a new number here. It is the 781750 If we are able to break that one, we're gonna have a new signal. So if you already want to take a Nasdaq trade, keep your eye or mark it on your chart. It has to be the bar close below the 1750 on the Nasdaq before we even put a signal sell for you on the Nasdaq. So this is an extreme critical area on the Nasdaq. If we are not able to break the 1750 on the Nasdaq, as you see here, then we are going to have some really major problem right now. So look at this. It came in exactly at the 17. Look at this. And now it's calculating differently on the Nasdaq. Okay. So this was the key. It was 1750. Now we start change the number, as you see, a jump from 1750, and now we have the pullback re-entry at 3625. So those numbers here on the chart is doing the calculation for you. And look at this. Look at this. As it came in right to the re-entry point. For the Nasdaq is finished, it's totally finished. We have a major resistance area projection, you name it. This is a party over on the Nasdaq. Now it is 12 o'clock as we are coming to the 12 o'clock. So there is nothing to trade on the Nasdaq, not unless if we get a new signal or we close below that number we called for you. So as long as this Nasdaq is not closing below those numbers we called for you, there is no shorter trade. It is you have to be on the side with the Nasdaq at the moment until we see what is going to happen with the ES. And now it's getting really tight. It's 11:38, and if the ES is not gonna give in, that's mean look for a chop market. While everybody eating, you're getting beat up here in the market. You're gonna get beat up in the market. So you gotta be careful how to play your cards in the market. So let's keep our eye on it. We have a new signal on the CL buy at 57.89, target 58.22. Here it is on the ES, on the CL. But if you wanted to take the ES, look, there is a resistance here. So try to put it at 57.93, 57.93. Because there is a resistance level at right above the entry signal. So you see how the CL is struggling. But if you want to trade the CL, you got to put it at least 57.93 limited buy order on the CL. For me, if I was you, I will skip it because now it's 11:39. It is over. And this is exactly what we were scared of. There is no short trade on the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq did not close below those numbers, so there is no trade at the moment on the Nasdaq. It's just one big mess on the Nasdaq. You should not be even trading the Nasdaq at the moment. The party is over on the Nasdaq. Whoever took a trade on the Nasdaq earlier today is very fine. Who did not? Well, there is another day. There is nothing to be said about. But if a day you skip and you did not trade, there is nothing to worry about. At least you saved your money. It's an FOMC day. It's a very high risk day to trade. So there is nothing to worry about. There is always tomorrow. So keep your eye on the ES to see, and keep your eye on the Nasdaq. Let's see if we're gonna be crossing those numbers. Maybe we can get you new signal before we leave. We still have one more on the projection and two on the signal. How hard it is to try to get a new signal before 12 o'clock to those guys. We'll try. There is no signal to the short side, guys. There is no short. That's it. Once the target one, target two hit as we expected, nothing is going to happen. Let's see. Okay, guys, there is nothing left. It is 12 o'clock, and okay, let's see if we're gonna get something out of it. Yeah, nothing is gonna happen. Folks, I want to say it's been a pleasure serving every one of you, and I hope now you get in the habit how to control the new auto trade in conjunction with the signal. We have a new signal on the 30-year Treasury bond, sell 155, target 154.27. By having a new signal on the 30-year Treasury bond, is gonna make the ES go up, not down. So, and if it did go down the ES, that's mean we are in deep trouble as well. So either direction, it's 12 o'clock, it's lunch hour, and this market is actually done for now. And let me see, maybe we can get you signals. But because of the 30-year Treasury bond to the sell position right now, yeah, as you see, after we hit the target two, there is nothing left, and that's exactly what we were expecting. It's been a pleasure serving every one of you, and we will see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock. I will promise to open before 10 o'clock if I can, and but 10 o'clock is our official time tomorrow, the same channel. Thank you very much. God bless you all, and see you tomorrow at 10. Bye for now.